Ho ho tabletop fans, it's Tabletop-Lenny from Germany again with my current terrain project for the guys from Dark Age, and it's a diorama table or presentation table for the new faction Core, which is a robotic faction. And yeah, Dark Age, perhaps you watch my further videos, is a post-apocalyptic game on the planet Samaria. And so it's a post-apocalyptic science fiction setting, and what you see is a complex and a manufacturing complex and industry complex, which is named Red Mesa, and it starts with perhaps I can focus a little bit, with a storage building. It's a ruin of a storage building where the people, where the mankind that survives on Samaria used to get some supplies and other things, and they think they could get some supplies over there. This is just in progress, and the next piece is a relay station. It's also in progress. That is perhaps the survivors want to get there and want to activate some computer systems or something like this. The whole setting is based on a Arizona-like, Red Mesa-like desert wasteland scenario. And now what you see in focus is the main centerpiece. It's the Core HIVE entry. I focus a little bit more. You can see there's a concrete road up to a big double-winged hatch door, where the robotic faction, the Core, just used to come out and get their own supplies, and so there are piles of rubbish all around and so on. But first of all, I want to give you a little bit overview. Then here's a smaller piece, an aggressive cactus on the planet Samaria, which you can find on the other pieces too. Then we go a little bit over here and turn around so can get more views, more point of views. And here you go with a rubbish pile in a dried out pond or something like this. But I will show you the details of the single pieces further. Just get the point of view like here. This is the storage building, the ruin of a storage building. And in my thoughts, the Core just transported the rest of the building away, or they deconstructed it and just tried to get the part that they need to re-establish their society, their robotic aggressive society. So I give you one more overview, and then we take a look at the single pieces which I built for this project. So just wait a little moment, and then the next moment we will see the single pieces one after another, and I would love to hear your thoughts about it. See you! Hey there, it's Tabletop-Lenny again from Germany. Sorry for my stuttering English. And I just want to show you some more detailed impressions from my actual terrain project for the guys from Dark Age, for the brand new faction Core. And this is the entry of the Core HIVE, and this is a double-winged hatch door which leads to an underground complex where the new robotic faction, the Core, came out. And I just want to show you the mechanism of the hatch door. First of all, you have to unlock the hatch door, and then you can open the double-winged doors. Painting for the whole piece is still in progress, so don't worry, we get further. And perhaps you can see it. This is the double-winged hatch door entry. Here will be integrated a platform from an elevator which leads to the underground complex. I just have to look if the view is right and you can see something. Just turn it a little bit more so you can see more details, and I just focus a little bit like this. Sorry for that. No. And obviously these hatch doors need a mechanism for opening, and so I get some pneumatic opening mechanism to visualize it, and you can plug those in. That is made with magnets, and zack, zack. I think this is a proper look for an automatic hatch door which leads to an underground complex, a mining complex, or an vault or something like this. Just for scale you get Commander Scorcher. Just take a look for the focusing. Yeah, this is right. And yeah, this is the whole piece with a concrete road which leads to the entry, and then there are rubbish piles all around. You get some crystals over here, then you get deadly plants which kill people and live from the extracts of the dead bodies. And here you get some rock formations which are typical for red mesa schemes, and this rock is also integrated with a magnet, so you can for storage and packing it's much more easier, so you can plug it on and off and it just fits on it. Then you get ventilation, which is like air conditioning for the underground complex. Yeah, and this is the centerpiece, and I want to show you some more pieces of the whole project. Then you got some additional smaller pieces, like this rubbish pile in combination with a dried out pond, and just make sure that you can see something on your video. And I just have to correct the focus a little bit. So, and yes, that's nice. So this is the rubbish pile. I just made some cracked earth effects here. Then you got the, just turn it a little bit more around. Then you got the crystals and the deadly cactus, the killing plants, which used to look like a cactus, but when you come close, everything gets in motion and it kills you, and it lives from your extracts, from your substances which are in your body. And this is the scenery where the core, the insectoid robotics just collect bits and parted from a storage building to bring back in the home, in the hive, and re-establish their society and get more of the deadly robots from the core faction. So this is one of the pieces which is more or less a pond, a dried out pond with cracked earth and combination with some rubbish piles and bits and pieces from the storage building. So the next piece is a fence. It's built out of 3 pieces, and those 3 pieces more or less belong together. I just have to make sure that you can see anything, and I think it's not too bad. Yeah, it's a fence. It's a rundown fence, a broke down fence, where which was constructed around the whole area of the storage building, and it's got the typical red mesa effects. There are also some, you can see here, some of the killing plants and bits and pieces and razor wire around, so that are the surrounding, that are the edges of the whole project. And you get a single red mesa killing cactus. I just focus a little bit, which was a testing piece for the whole painting, which colors to use and something like this. Let's focus a little bit out. Yeah, there's one piece which is more or less a straight piece, and then you get the edges of the whole surroundings, the fencing of the area. Thanks. Here you can see some of the other surrounding pieces. This is a rock formation. It's still in progress, it's work in progress, and it's a rock formation with a relay station, and this relay station could be an objective for both factions, for the core to reactivate some computer or network systems, and for others to destroy this relay station because they do not want to get the core more stronger and more effective, because they are a really dangerous enemy in the world of Samaria and the world of Dark Age. And yeah, this is just to go. There have to be a lot of detail work be done, and there has to be some stairways up and so, but I think it's a nice idea to have a rock with some relay station on it, and it's obviously a very reasonable objective for the game. So this is the last piece of the whole Dark Age terrain project, and this is the ruin of the storage building, and it's got 2 entries, and it's just deconstructed and ruined for mostly the half of the whole building. And for the story it is very important, because it just leads through the whole Red Mesa complex, or to the manufacturing or industrial complex, where all factions used to get supplies. And obviously the core was first, because it's deconstructed more or less the half, and all the bits and pieces are gone. And yeah, this is the story about it. I just give it a turn around so you can see the inside of it. I just have to work on it. And so this is the line where the deconstruction ends. And when perhaps the Forsaken came in, they just mentioned that the core are just working on it and just deconstruct it and get all supplies and bits and pieces and techniques and machines and parts out of it to re-establish their society. And as you can see, it's just work in progress, no paint job, just the main complex. It's made of some foam packaging from electronic devices, and I just work with some rock formations in the front, and then I have to do something like rubbish piles and bits and pieces, and something like that's looking more functional, obviously. And I have to make a rubbish pile that stands symbolic for the second half of the whole complex. Yeah, that's the project. I'm more or less 60 or 70% ready with it, and I have to model the surface, and then I think our Dark Age fan and the Dark Age guys will get a nice demonstration piece for the whole game, and obviously mostly for the new faction called Core. Hope you enjoy it, and I would love to read your comments. I would love to read your ideas, your criticism. Feel free, and see you soon. This is Tabletop-Lenny. Check out my blog. It's Tabletop-Lenny and blogspot.de.com. I think everything works. And if you're interested in some terrain, if you need some terrain, just get in contact. Write an email, and I hope you get some inspiration, and see you soon. Bye.